Salam dost azizam and welcome to Max Learns Persian with another update about learning Persian. And the idea is that you can watch how I do it and then learn from it yourself. And if you're from Iran, then please help me because today we have a word of the week.
گوناگون
Gunagun. It sounds like an ancient Persian princess brings you tea and wants to give you a small kiss.
گوناگون
Gunagun, which means various, variety, or diverse. Now, this is a beautiful word that I encountered this week, and this is my word of the week. And the idea is that if you're from Iran, or if your Persian is very good, that you provide me and the other people who watch this channel with some example sentences in the comments, please. Okay, so please help us by doing that. And if you're learning Persian, just like me, then write down your word of the week in the comments. And I hope that the Persian people who are watching this will also provide you with one or more example sentences. And like that, we create a little language learning hub, okay? So two other words that were not yet word of the week because I never did it before is this one,
حرکت
harikat, which means motion or movement, and I think it sounds beautiful. And this word,
تصادف
tasaduf, which means accident, and I think it's super beautiful as well. And tasadofi means accidentally. It's very beautiful, but it's not as beautiful as
گوناگون
beautiful. So now I promised you to give you regular updates. So the next week is this week. And you see here that there's a few days that I didn't do very much, actually. You see? And what happened here is that I studied one day for 10 minutes, then for 35, and the other one for even 0 minutes, which is really not a lot. And also for 3 days, I didn't write it down. So after those 3 days, I thought, oh no, I still have to write it down. So I went back into the document and noted down what I thought that I did. Okay. So I don't know it exactly. And I was really struggling to put in the time here because I'm still working on my book. So if you want to learn Dutch, you can learn Dutch with my simple Dutch novel as soon as it comes out next month. Next day, I write down yesterday I went walking to my work so I could listen to a lot of Farsi, and that was wonderful. Later on, I decided to listen to more Farsi while laying on the couch and chilling. So I really had to force myself to do this, and it was not easy. But because of that, I kind of got into the rhythm at least again. And then the next 3 days, I didn't do almost nothing, okay, which is really bad. So that's why I made it red. And I wrote down for just for myself, let it not happen again, Max. And then I got back to the new course, which is this course. It's called The History of Iran on Link. If you don't know Link, then check out my other videos about it and definitely use this app because it's really great. So it's called The History of Iran, and it tells you the history of Iran all the way from the beginning until the modern era in very simple Persian. And it has, as you see, many courses, and every time it has one text in intermediate Persian, and then after that it has one text with a few questions using the same vocabulary over and over again. So it's really a course for language learners. I think it's super, super useful. And I'm now at 3,743 words. So then, after the 3 bad days, I had 2 very good days where I did this. You can pause the video and just read what I wrote down here. But I did, as you see, many minutes of Persian. And then the last day, yesterday, I played around with the app Ling Languages, and I enjoyed playing a game in Persian. Finally, on the bike before, I also listened to about 8 minutes to some Persian, and then in the evening again. But I really enjoyed, sitting doing something on my phone and just playing a game in Persian. Because Duolingo doesn't have Persian. There's another app called Monthly, which I think is not very, very good. But this app, I will make a review for them, and they pay me a small amount of money for that. And the first impression that I got from the app is actually quite good. It's a little bit like Duolingo, but better. Check it out. All the links are into the description. Now, before I leave, I'd like to recommend something to you, which is the channel of this guy, Language Jones. And he now does live streams.
Alright, سلام خوش اومدین من دکتر تیلر جونز هستم و الان ما داریم با هم فارسی میخونیم
So he does live streams where he shows you the process of how a real linguist actually learns Persian and not just someone who's really good with languages and a language teacher like me. So definitely check that out. I'm going to try and contact him. So let's see if that works out. And I will see you when we speak better Persian. Khodafez.